Alright, here we go. Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Omega. And last time, I watched episode 18 called The House of Bubbaras, where basically the episode started with Sorato and Kosei just going out into a field, trying to get some training done, especially with Kosei. He wants to get a better handle on the kaiju. And we had like a fun little fight scene of like Omega, fighting slash playing with the kaiju. He would like start hitting them, but then he would also, give them belly rubs, and he's being all nice to Reckiness and Trigaron. But during the fight, when he summoned Valganus, unfortunately they didn't get to fight for long because Kosei got tired. But during the battle, an alien Bubbaras showed up, and even when they went to take a break, he then revealed himself fully and shot the Dada Shrink Ray, which Sorato pushed Kosei out of the way and unfortunately took the blast and got shrunk down. And then Kosei got hypnotized and brought to his hideout. And basically the guy explained, like, hey, you're gonna, like, help me work these kaiju because I'm the greatest space pirate named Zabaras? Or Zabaron? he had a name. Again, it's been a while. I've forgotten. I'm sorry. But, yeah, he basically threatens, like, hey, I'm gonna pour this, alien hypnotar. I forget the name of the alien, but it's the one that, as I showed in the video, turned the Ultra Brothers to stone. Basically, the tar that alien used, he got a piece of that tar and was threatening to turn Sorato Omega into a bronze statue if he didn't awaken the kaiju. So he did, but then he like shrunk him down, and I guess the idea was like, oh, well, I'll just, now that I know you can activate them. Because at first I was like, he kept trying to activate them, but it wouldn't like work. But maybe, he was like, oh, okay, well, that's how that works. I'll see if I could do it. If not, then I'll just keep you here. And then he just shrunk him down. And all hope seemed lost for our characters. But luckily, IU locked onto their signal and came to the rescue. But before all of that, we met his sister, who I found out I didn't even realize. I did not recognize her. She is the girl. Again, I'm sorry, I meant to look up the names, but I'm rushing this. But she's the scientist girl from the Ultraman X show. I was like, oh, that's her? Wow, I didn't even recognize her. Just the whole just dress and then the white hair. And I didn't include this joke. They did like a joke where when she's talking to Kosei, she's like, oh, I find like you humans are kind of so romantic. I saw like a prince rescuing a princess from a castle with a telescope that was 360 light years away. And the joke was basically like she thought Earth was still like that, but it's like, no, it turns out she hasn't caught up with the times that Earth has drastically changed. It's no longer in the medieval times. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, during the scene, she takes away Kosei and replaces him with like a dummy, who even Sorato gets fooled by. And a thing, speaking of dummies, I love the effect that they do with them being small. Like, if you look at the hands, they were like clearly plastic. They just basically had dolls of the actor for Sorato and Kosei, and they just digitally like put their heads on top of them. I really liked that. That was like so funny. And again, it just kind of felt like, it was still using some of the newer technology we use today, but it still was kind of keeping that classic kind of tokusatsu kind of love of just actually using figures. Because, like, oh, how can we have their real bodies in there? It's like, oh, just use toys. I really liked that. But yeah, the sister just basically took him away to make him his personal doll. And then, like I said, IU shows up, sneaks in, tries to sneak Kosei out, but gets caught by the sister. They get into a fight, and then they eventually run out into the hallway to see Sorato, and the kaiju fight Bubbaras. And then overall, yeah, they basically break out literally free. I wanted to talk about this too. Apparently, I guess Omega knows about Dada aliens, because he immediately tells IU how to use the gun. Like, oh, turn the dial that way so you can unshrink us. So it's interesting he knows about that technology. Which, again, makes me question his origin. What kind of Ultraman is he? Is he, like, from M78 or what? I'm very curious to learn about his past. But, yeah, basically, they escape. They get outside, they grow, they get into a fight, and Omega's actually getting ready to kill him once he gets his ultimate form, but then Barbarossa's mother shows up and basically takes him home, and then later on, after the whole thing is done, she's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about my kids causing you so much trouble, here are some special cookies, I hope you enjoy them. And there's even like a joke where she calls Kosei girlfriend and then IU boyfriend, and I liked that because he's like, oh, she doesn't understand genders. I thought that was like funny for Alien. And another thing I didn't realize was that was apparently celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Ultraman Z, so that's why they kind of did that. And I don't really look at the directors, but like apparently the director of that is the director of Omega, so I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun, that's cool. But again, sorry, that probably went on longer than I wanted to, but whatevers. Anyway, I'm here to watch episode 19, and I'm not gonna lie, I saw the thumbnail. I'm wondering, what the fuck is that thing in the middle? Looks pretty fucking cool. It's got, like, what looks like, I want to say, like, maybe volcano stacks or, like, jets on its back. And, yeah, I'm just, like, very curious to see what... I'm assuming it's going to be, like, a new kaiju, and I'm assuming we're about to advance some more plot about, like, maybe Omega's past or something. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. So, without further ado, let's jump into episode 19 and see what happens. I wonder what that crystal is he picked up all about. Probably maybe something to do with the kaiju, Dan? Uh-oh. He just throws it away! Ew, I don't like it! I was just about to say, is the crystal feeding off negative emotions? That's what it seems like. Oh, shit. That was honestly a really cool shot of it, like, coming out of the ground. Oh, shit. Oh, my god. What is this guy? Oh, and I guess it's coming after that crystal. Okay. Oh, shit. Hello, Omega. I did not expect him to immediately already be here. You stupid kids, get the fuck out of here! You shouldn't be taking pictures, you need to evacuate! Exactly, get out of here, you dumb little shits! Oh shit! Oh! He tucked! I like that little tuck he did before he fell. Don't touch that, leave that alone. God damn it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to learn exactly how that crystal works. I'm assuming, again, it just had a bunch of negative energy, but then I guess as soon as the kid grabbed it, since he wasn't being negative, it calmed down and it just left now? I like that. The way he's like, okay, nothing else I can do. I guess I'll just leave. Oh, dang it. What was his name? I guess we'll find out later. But yeah, what an interesting opening to this episode. I was like, oh shit, so much stuff is already happening. So I am curious about, why this is called Catching the Starlight. So I wonder if that's what that crystal is then. Maybe it's like a starlight then? So there are a bunch of kids who are interested in following, I guess, Kaiju and Ultraman then. Okay. That looks like some good chicken. Oh my god. Damn, yeah, that looked cool, actually. Making the fried chicken. Oh my god. My god, is this gonna be a meta episode? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's funny. So yeah, I was wondering why these kids were taking pictures. So yeah, they're just interested in tokusatsu, making their own tokusatsu. Oh, that's fun. I really like this. That's interesting. So now, that's what I'm curious about. So what's tokusatsu in this world before kaiju started to show up then? I mean, I guess it would be like just Super Sentai then. I would imagine something like that. Or Kamen Rider then. Yeah, dude, that looks awesome. Wow. Oh. You know each other? Who are you?
久しぶりじゃん。やっぱそうだよね。太平不土器っていう1000年前の文献にバグリゴンらしき怪獣のことが書いてあったの。それによるとバグリゴンは星の光を追いかけてるうちに空から落ちちゃったんだって。
Fell from the sky chasing a starlight. Okay.
知ってるの?
So yeah, what is it?
まあなんとなくだな。
Kind of.
これが
本気で目指してたよな。オリンピック選手な。
So yeah, I guess this is one of his buddies from the track. Because yeah, that's always Kosei's dream. He wanted to be a track star, but unfortunately, I guess he wasn't fast enough, and he kind of, I guess, gave up on that dream or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
さすがにな。な？バグリゴンのこと思い出したんだ。
So its name is Barigon. I was trying to make sure, was that its name? So, okay. Planetary development. Ah, that's probably why it explains it can, like, dig into the ground like that then. Okay.
星を追いかけてたんだ。でも地球の重力に引っ張られて、星と一緒に真っ逆さま。地面にぶつかって。
So it's actually not an evil kaiju then? So I wonder, is he gonna maybe try not to kill it? Maybe try to just send it back to space?
もう僕たちのこと特撮写真の撮影に誘わないで。え？この前危険な目にあっただろ。
I mean,
ママが前に関わるなって。
They make kind of a valid point. They're like, you know, we almost fucking died.
H といると。
I mean, it's not like he was telling you guys to stay. Like, you guys could have left whenever you want. You followed him and were taking the pictures just as excitedly as him. You could have left whenever you wanted. But you decided to stay. But oh yeah, that's kind of sad.
怪獣の人形なんか撮ってるの変かな。
そんなことないよ。
Yeah, I was about to say, no. If it's something you enjoy in life, go for it. Like, never let anybody tell you what you can and cannot enjoy. You decide. Don't let others decide it for you.
さっさと勉強しろって周りの人に言われてたんだけど、それも聞こえないぐらいよ。
Tunnel vision. Just like he said when the creature crashed, he said he had tunnel vision. He was so focused on his goal of making it to the Olympics.
追いかけて追いかけて、それから普通に引退して普通の人になって、なんか間抜けだろ。
悲しかった？
うん、後悔はしてない。
間抜けじゃないよ。
え？
全然間抜けじゃないよ。あの怪獣もお兄さんも。
Oh, I like that. He's saying, oh, it's pathetic. I chased after a dream I probably knew I couldn't get and became a normal person, right? He's like, yeah, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's alright. Whoa, hey, asshole. But I mean, yeah, it's like... Ah, shit, ads playing. Anyway, I want to talk a bit still about this. But, I'll just lower that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think how I want to say it. But yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, they tried to at least chase after their dreams. It didn't work. So, hey, at least, like, you know, like, at least they tried. Like, that's the one thing you can never take away. At least he got super close, and he tried. And again, who knows? Maybe in the future you could still always just try again. It's just, as long as you had that dream, and you aspired to go for it, Again, I'm probably talking nonsense, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of respect that. Like he said, like, oh, you're not pathetic for, you know, having such a big dream, and even though you didn't achieve it, at least you tried to go for it. And you can get a lot of respect from that. And yeah, I like that. That's nice.
エキネスは人懐っこい性格。トライガロンは荒々しいけど勇猛果敢な性格だな。
Okay.
バルジェネスは
What about
礼
Vaganus?
儀正しくて
Polite and
高潔。
virtuous.
何してんだ
Very good.
こいつらの性
Trying to
格とか好みを
understand
理
them
解した方
more?
がいいかなと思って。
Yeah, okay, yeah. He
そ
wants
の
to
方が
understand the
感情
personalities.
が
I
重な
like
っ
that.
て戦い
Yay!
トライガ
Play
ロン
with
は
them!
ボール遊びが大好き。
レキネスはバグリゴンとは戦いたくない人。
Oh my goodness! My such a mess!
バルジェネスは4つのエレメントを操れる。火、水、風、土。
I like the little flexing he's doing with his wings as he was saying that.
君ね、こんなんじゃダメだよ。
I like that they had a scene like that. He's like, oh, I want to learn and understand my kaiju. Oh, and I didn't realize, oh, when the kid fell down, he lost the crystal. So now it's being exposed to all the negative emotion again. Yep, here we go. So, I will admit, it's been like 2 episodes now. I wonder when Sayuki's like gonna be coming back. She's been gone for a while. Maybe the actress had to do some other thing. So they're like, oh, well, don't worry, we won't write you in these episodes, and we'll still just have the normal trio of Ayu, Kosei, and Sorato to run the show until you get back. I want my shooting star! It's interesting, it's all silent. They didn't, like, do his, like, normal music. That's interesting. Ooh, that's a cool shot. Oh no! he had like his cool entrance, and then it knocks him out of the way. And how mean! Oh, it's fun to see Vulcanus actually fighting and not like immediately combining right now. It's interesting to see them like try to fight together. So yeah, to tell you the truth, I thought this was gonna be more like advancing Omega's story, but okay, no, this is just another episode of just them dealing with a new problem and stuff like that. But again, like I said, I like the character stuff that we're getting with Kosei, especially like him trying to understand his kaiju and just learning a bit more about his high school track days and stuff like that. I like that. Oh.
落とし穴作戦成功だ。じっとしててくれよ。
No, I don't want to stay here. I'm gonna get out of here. That's a cool shot. Like it's actually digging through the road, and like he had to like jump down to try to grab him. That's fun. Oh no, he's all muddy. Yeah, there you go. I will say, I was like wondering, I was gonna say, it's probably about time you combine. I'll say, it's been a while since we've seen Sorato actually do that. I do like that they had him do that for each of them. Like, he did one for Reckiness, he did one for Trigon, and now he had one for Valkinus to tell him, like, hey, give me the spear. Oh, damn. Earth. Water. Oh. I'll say he's gonna create a drill. Holy shit. Nice. Oh, clay. Just like the kid made his monster. Oh, he's taking what the kid taught him and he's making that. Oh, here we go. Push it to the limit! Got him! And... Oh shit, is that gonna fly towards him? Okay, no. Okay. They just basically did another joke. He was like trying to pose, but then he's like, oh shit! That piece almost hit him. That was funny.
いい写真だ。それに
地球に存在しない物質のようです。もしかしたら異星人が怪獣を操るために利用していたツールなのかもしれませんね。原理は不明ですが、生命体の感情を力に変化して溜め込む性質があるんです。感情のベクトルによって色が変わり、負の感。
じゃあ怪獣の位置決めよう。
It's nice that they were able to ignite his passion. Oh, nice. They're gonna put him in the photo. And now it's blue because of all the, all the positive energy they're creating. Oh, that's fun. Alright, that was episode 19 of Ultraman Omega. So yeah, I was completely wrong. I thought, like, we would get some more Omega stuff. But it's like, oh no, it's just basically another self-contained episode. Again, I don't want to ever start calling them, like, filler episodes. I prefer self-contained. Because it's like, it's like, oh... Like, yeah, it's not, like, advancing the plot, like, majorly, like, certain, like, two-parters of Omega has been. But, I mean, it's still, like, very important for, like, characters and stuff like that. But, yeah, overall, that was a fun episode. I like the bit of meta of, like, oh, I'm making tokusatsu with my clay monster that I made and stuff like that. And, like, the stuff they were, like, doing, like, that trick of, like, oh, yeah, you pour, like... I didn't hear exactly what, I didn't pay attention, I'm sorry, of exactly what they poured, but, like, you pour, like, a material in water to make it look like smoke, and the fact they, like, shot it upside down just to make it look like it was, like, the smoke and blowing up a city. That was really cool. And again, it was interesting to get some lore on this, like, new kaiju. Like, I was, like, wondering what the hell that was. I thought that was gonna be more of, like, a world-ending kind of one, but it's like, oh, no, it's just, regular little kaiju, and I like the story they gave for it, that, like, oh yeah, it was, like, in space, it was just doing its normal thing, and then it saw a, basically, starlight, which was the crystal, and that was falling to Earth, and it just followed it, and just fell right into the Earth, and as she discussed, possibly it was a device created by aliens to control it, because that was the interesting thing to learn about this kaiju. It's kind of like, I want to compare him to, like, Gamera, where Gamera is not just a natural creature. Gamera was, like, built by an ancient civilization of people to do a certain purpose. And that's what that creature, like, felt like. It was just basically a creature that was made, as they say, for planetary, like, excavation, I guess. Like, basically, I guess, if they needed the creature to dig, it would just dig and then create, like, holes and stuff that they needed to build on planets and stuff like that. And then, I guess, whoever the aliens are that controlled it maybe died or something, lost their crystal, and then the creature just kept following the crystal until it, like, landed on Earth. And unfortunately started wreaking havoc, which, again, interesting, I guess that's how the crystal works, is based off just, as I called it, emotions. Like, okay, so... as soon as it went red, immediately there were just, like, all the negative emotions of all the people on Earth. It absorbed it, and that, like, awoke the creature to where it was like, okay, I need to go towards this crystal now. Again, I kind of feel bad for it. It wasn't, like, being evil or anything. It was just basically uncontrollable, unfortunately. It was just... they couldn't, like, stop it. Though, again, it makes me wonder if they did destroy it. Because, again, Ayu said we need to destroy it, but then they don't destroy it and just let Omega destroy the creature instead. Which, I mean, it's, again... it's better just, I guess, to stop it and put it out of its misery than just, let it roam around and, possibly, if you did throw it in space, what if it did the same thing on another planet? So, I would say I agree that Omega did the right thing of just taking it out, honestly. And that whole scene where Kosei was, like, trying to organize with his kaiju, trying to figure out, alright, which one should I use? Like, Trigon, he's a bit too playful. Reckiness, as he says, like, didn't even want to fight the kaiju, which I find interesting. He's like, I don't want to fight him, Which maybe it's because he's like, oh, the kaiju's kind of like me. Like, yeah, I follow your commands and stuff. And it's like, that thing ain't evil, I don't want to fight it. So then he just went with Valkinus. And again, I like that they broke down their personalities. Like, Trigon's, like, wild, but dauntless. And then the Reckinus is, like, peaceful, Force, a brute but peaceful kind of giant, and then Valkinus is described as virtuous. I'm like, oh, okay. I was wondering about his personality. And again, it was fun seeing him and Omega fighting together before they combined. And again, like I said, it was cool to see him, like, tell him, like, give me the spear. Because again, I think, like, that's why they didn't immediately want him to combine. They like, oh, let's have Omega do that again. Which, I mean, I do like when he does that. He, like, hand signals saying, like, hey, Kosei, do this for me. I need you to do the thing, which I find funny. And then it was interesting. I wonder if we'd ever would see that character again. They introduced one of Kosei's, like, friends he knew from high school track. And they were talking about, how they didn't, like, achieve their dreams. And also, sorry about that whole spiel about, like, dreams and stuff. I probably didn't summarize it well. But, I mean, I liked what they talked about, where he said, I tried to be in track and field, tried to go for the Olympics, that was my dream, I failed, and then I became a normal person. And he compared himself to, like, the kaiju, like, I was, like, so tunnel visioned in, I didn't even focus on anything else in life, and then when I didn't achieve my dream, I just retired, and as he said, became a normal person. He's like, I'm pathetic, right? But then I like the kids, like, no, you're not pathetic. He's like, I think what you did was, like, really good and stuff. And again, like I said, I took it as, it's like, yeah, even if you fail at your dream and you unfortunately know you can't achieve your dream, there's always other dreams you can go out for. And I mean, I say for, like, Kosei right now, it's like, yeah, he couldn't get into the Olympics, but he's found a new one, which we've discovered, which is he wants to protect people. Now that he has the power of these kaiju, he wants that dream to, like, come true and just keep people safe for as long as he can and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think I have really anything else to say. Like I said, it's on theme with, like, some of the other episodes. It feels kind of like a classic Ultraman kind of episode, I'd say, where it's like, standalone and they'd have to solve a problem, figure it out. And I did like the way he, like, finished him off. Like, they brought in, like, Valkinus can control all 4 elements, and he used all of them. He first picked up the dirt, then he mixed it with the water to make mud, then he used the wind to dry it in a certain way, and then he used the fire to solidify it and turn it into a giant drill that then he used to push into the kaiju. Which, Barganon himself, really cool design. I really liked him for an original kaiju. I was trying to think, like, what he reminded me of. He probably definitely is a mixture of ones. I couldn't think of any. But yeah, it's, like, interesting. It was, like, a creature that had, like, these jets on its back and, like, the little pinchers for, like, kind of, like, arms and stuff like that. And that shot of it, like, when they tried to put it in the ground and it just started biting through the road and started digging, like, a trail. And I like the shot of, like, Omega jumping in, trying to grab him, but then he, like, couldn't because he's all muddy. And again, I like that gave him the idea. He's like, hey, he's too muddy. And he's like, I got an idea. Let me combine, and then I'll create, like, a weapon that could pierce through him and stuff like that. Yeah, overall, it is really cool. I'm really enjoying the show. And like I said, with this, there's only going to be a few more episodes. I'm really curious when they do go back to Omega's past, what we're going to get revealed and stuff like that. And again, I like when he talks about the history too, that he's like, yeah, I remember seeing this thing a long time ago. Like, he witnessed this kaiju crashing onto this earth. Because that's something I will say for his past, they've established. He's been around this earth for thousands or even more years, and he's always been watching them. But we don't know why. Other than maybe just a protector, and he's just supposed to observe. Kind of makes me actually think of, like, Ultraman Max, right? Wasn't that his whole thing, actually? He was never supposed to go to Earth, but then he saw, what was his name, Kaito, right? About to die, and then that's when he decided to intervene, because he's like, I can't let this young soul die, and what he did was very brave, so I think I should combine with him, and we'll work together to fight threats in that show. Which, again, I find interesting, and maybe that was Omega's deal. Maybe he was supposed to just observe the Earth, and then, like, again, with the whole bug alien thing, he learned about their plans and decided to stop them. Which, again, like I said, I don't think he fully knows if he remembers, but yeah, I think he basically destroyed their planet, which is just insane. Because again, he says their planet was mysteriously destroyed, I think. He doesn't specify he said that he did it, but I still think he actually destroyed their planet just to save the Earth. I wonder again if that'll be a big reveal or not. That's just a theory I have, a little game theory. But anyway, yep, like I said already, good episode. Show's been great so far. I'm really liking the characters. The fights have been really fun. I will say I think they lean a lot more on the goofy side a bit sometimes, but you know, I like it, you know, because they do still have some badass moments, like the way he came in too when he first started that fight with the roll and the kick, and just a lot of the shots they were doing, like that low angle shot of you see Baragon running through the city and you see like Omega chasing after him. I kind of like the way they did that. But, yeah. Okay, that's enough. Enough with the ramblies. I'm gonna go now. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This has been CB Ultra 768. And I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Omega next time. So, stay tuned for that. Bye-bye.